Hello, Sagittarius. Happy July. This is your reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of July 2021. And apologies for being a little late getting these up for this month. I usually get them ahead, but I got behind on everything. So they're going to get up here right at the first week of July. Anyways, also, watch your sun, moon, and rising if you want a clearer, more full, complete picture and something a little more personal for you and for your chart. And with that, we'll get right into it. This is for Sagittarius. We have the animal spirit card of deer. Beautiful deer there, earth energy from the mystical, wisdom of the oracle, sorry. We have the Between Worlds. We have a flamingo here. In Between Worlds here. You see the card. It's all cloudy and gray on the one side. It has its back end and one foot in that, and then it has the front side of it, its face, and one foot in the beautiful sunshine. So we're going to look into that. We have the apophyllite, stay positive, and the ring. We have the Lovers card here, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles reversed. We have the Queen of Swords reversed. Strength, the Four of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. All right, let's start with the deer. The deer is a mother type of energy, earth energy. It's a feminine energy. It doesn't matter what. It's gender neutral for you, the viewer. You don't have to be one or the other. It's just the energy of the card is a feminine mother energy. So you're working with that energy at this time. This could indicate an actual birth of a child for some of you coming in July, or hearing about the birth of a child in your family or close friends group of people that you are close with. But if not, this is just a loving, intuitive, and graceful energy. And the energy here is asking you to deal with whatever situation you're in right now, that it requires gentleness and compassion. So you're being asked to be gentle with yourself and compassionate with yourself, or with also others around you who might be having a difficult time right now and might be just needing some compassion and gentleness and tenderness to deal with some situation in their life. So it's gentleness and compassion and that motherly kind of nurturing kind of energy there. You have Between Worlds with the flamingo. This indicates that you are in between something. You have one foot in and one foot out. You are in that space where you're not sure, where you're unsure about something, you're unsure about which way you're going. You're kind of still in it, but you're kind of halfway out of it. This could be a relationship, any kind of relationship, romantic, friendship, family, whatever, work relationship. It could be about your job, your work. You're kind of on your way out the door. You're still there, but you're looking ahead and you're thinking, of leaving, and you're looking for something better, something that will be more fulfilling or more prosperous for you. You also have some other cards here indicating that. So this could be just some beliefs even that you've held on for a long time, and about yourself, or spiritual beliefs, religious beliefs, anything like that, any kind of beliefs where you're starting to see that those are not you're questioning it, and you're doubting, and you're questioning, and you're looking at other ways of being and other things and learning new things, and you're kind of halfway, still in one and halfway into the other. So that's you between worlds. Whichever of those things resonates, could be all of the above. You have the be positive card. So whatever is going on with you, you're being reminded to stay positive. Think about the solution. Think about, like I said here, look at what the future is. Look at what it is you're trying to manifest, what it is you're trying to bring into your reality, rather than what you're trying to get away from, and keep your mind and thoughts and actions and words positive as you move forward. The ring. The ring is sort of there's no beginning or ending to a ring. This is something, it's circular. Okay, so there's different things here for some of you, so you're gonna have to choose whichever resonates with you. First, I'm getting like a solid foundation, a solid relationship you have, where it's solid. It's like a wedding ring, I'm seeing. So I'm seeing some of you in a solid relationship, and so it's just telling you you have this solid foundation. If there's been some issues, you'll be working them out, and so don't worry and don't fret about it. The other thing is, for some of you, I'm getting you're going around in a circle. You're just repeating cycles. You're repeating behaviors. You're repeating scenarios and things because you're not learning the lesson. So until you do, you're just going to keep repeating these same cycles and things until you learn that lesson, and finally step out of that and into that new space. And for some of you, I'm just getting, again, but not necessarily in a romantic relationship, I'm getting just a solid circle of friends that are there for you, that you may be needing to rely on in some way through something here, or they may offer you some just support and hold space for you through something that you might be going through right now. So trust in your little group of friends that the people who you're closest to, who have your back, who have your best interests at heart, and who would not, who have your best interest at heart, like I said, and who will be there for you and support you through whatever it is you might be going through. You have the Lovers, you have the Knight of Swords, a Page of Swords, and you have the reversed Eight of Pentacles, and that's why I said you had some other cards here. This one goes along with this between worlds when it comes to your job, when it comes to career or job. This is telling me you're unfulfilled in your work. You're not getting the results you wanted or hoped for. You're not moving ahead or forward, and you feel like you're in this dead-end job or it's not providing for you monetarily, financially, what you need. So you're feeling like you want to do better, get something better, move forward and get moving into something that's more fulfilling to you, that's uh, more prosperous for you, where you feel like you're getting the compensation that you need, that you're worth for the work that you do. So this is just a card of not being fulfilled and feeling like you are where you belong and feeling like you can do better somewhere else. So you're wanting to move forward in that. You have insecurity here with money. You're holding on. You're excuse me. You just you're kind of worried and speaking financially here, and you're wanting to get more and move ahead and get more. You're holding on to something for fear of, like, jumping from the frying pan into the fire kind of energy. Like you want to leave your job, but you're afraid you get, the next one might be worse, but you're holding on. You're being kind of, um, you're being frugal, and some of you are because you need to be, because you really aren't, you're not secure financially, so you're having to, be careful with your money, and that's fine. Be careful with it until you feel like you're moving in a direction where you're, able to feel a little more financially stable. So I'm seeing some financial instability here and some unfulfilling work and just not being content in your work in some way. It doesn't have to necessarily be about the money. It could just be, or in addition to, you just don't like your job. You don't want to be there, or it's not what you thought it was, and you're wanting to go in a different direction with your career, with your job. Okay. Um, and there's a determination here I'm seeing with you in that. So on one hand, you're holding on, but I think you're going to be moving into, as we move through July, into getting more determined to take those steps to a new job, a new career, and new opportunities for you to make more money and to just be more financially secure and to feel good and feel better about what it is you're doing. You may be dealing here with, we have the Queen of Swords here reversed. Okay, so you may be dealing with someone who's being aggressive, who's being sharp-tongued with you, an unsavory kind of character, someone who's just not on your side. They don't have your back. They're not, you're just having to deal with a person who's being rude, insulting, with that superiority kind of attitude towards you. Or for some of you, it could be you that's being that way towards someone else, or you're just being that way. Watch your tongue is the advice here. Watch your words, what you're saying, how you're treating others. You might be being a little bit overbearing. You might be using your knowledge and skills in a less than honorable way. You might be being less than honorable towards others or towards another person. So if you are, you know, your advice here is to tone that down and, watch yourself and do some of that shadow work on yourself and see where you're at with that. Why are you acting that way? Why are you being that way? Why are you feeling that way? And deal with those emotions or those thoughts and feelings rather than lashing out at others. Okay, you need to bring yourself into balance here, in some aspect of yourself, of your being, of your life, because I'm getting an indication here that some of you are, you're upset with someone else, or you're just not being very kind to some people or in your midst, or like I said, this could be someone being that way towards you. So it could be both also, you know. Um Remember, we're wanting to be compassionate and gentle with ourselves and others. Bring yourself into balance, get yourself grounded. You have the strength you need here to handle whatever this situation is, to get yourself, pull it in and find that balance in the situation and within yourself, and respond rather than react. Okay, respond and just have love and compassion for yourself and others, is what I'm getting here. Okay, you have also the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So like I said, I think you're going to move, as we move into through July, you're going to get clearer on where you want to be and where you don't, what you want to do, what you don't. And then once you get that fire going and you, that determination, nothing will be able to stop you. You will become unstoppable and determined to move forward. And I'm getting mostly with a lot of you, it's career, job, or starting your own business, or doing something different in order to bring about change in that, where you're going to feel more fulfilled and increase your financial situation, and make that more stable. All right, so I think you're going to take some risks in order to move forward in that. All right, you're going to be determined because you're not happy with where you are right now, and it's not providing enough for you. It's unstable. Now, if that doesn't ring true for you, then this could be about some other aspect of your life. It could be about relationship, where you feel it's out of balance, or you're just not fulfilled or happy in it. So it's the same energies. Once you realize and feel like you're determined to be in a more balanced, more fulfilling relationship, you may be, you could be in between worlds there, and you've already got one foot out the door. So some of you may be leaving a relationship, or if you don't leave it, you may be, having that talk with the person and expressing that to them. Maybe you haven't expressed it, maybe they're not aware. So with love and compassion, you have the Knight of Cups here too. Express to your partner how you're feeling. I mean, you have to communicate, and that could lead to a healing of that relationship. That could lead to you, both of you, giving more of an effort and coming together into a brighter day as a couple, or not, or that it could, lead to you getting to that impasse and deciding that this is just not working. So whichever of those, resonates with you, I'm going to pull some more tarot cards Okay, so let me pull a few more cards here. So the first one out is the King of Swords. Excuse me. I need a drink of water there. So I said you've been, possibly being in a situation with someone who's being kind of nasty to you, sharp-tongued, or you're doing that, or both of you are doing that. And that could be at work, that could be in your relationship, since we've been talking about both of those things here. Somebody might be just being a little too, because of the combination of those two cards and the reversal position of that Queen of Swords. I think somebody could be just being too aggressive, too arrogant, sharp-toned, just being unkind. And you had that kindness and compassion card there, so you need to love and honor and respect yourself. And if you're the one being that way with someone else, like, again, you need to look at that. Why are you being that way? It's not a judgment of you, it's just you looking at your own behaviors. We all have to do that sometimes, and seeing what's causing that. You need to get to the reason. There's a reason why you would be acting that way, so that's what you need to look at. You need to look at yourself. If you're the one acting that way and feeling that way, you need to see why. And like I said, bring yourself back into balance with love and compassion for yourself, or love and compassion for the other, or both, actually. You always have to have love and compassion for yourself. I mean, that is just the way you need to be if you want to have a healthy, being. You have the Fool card also coming out here with the Strength and with that Knight of Swords. So that's that leap of faith that some of you are going to be taking out of that job or career. Looking beyond the illusions with that moon. You got the moon. And, yeah. Some of you have been looking through rose-colored glasses, seeing what you want to see, wishing things were one way, and they're not. And I think that's a message for some of you, is that you need to see what's really going on here within yourself, within your relationship, within your job, career, whatever it is. And it's time for you to start, taking those steps to get you where you really want to be. You have the Seven of Wands, so there's when it comes to what I've been talking about, there's been opposition. There's maybe someone saying to you, oh, you can't, quit your job because or you'll never be able to do that, or whatever. People opposing your ideas, or what you want to do, where you want to go. And this is asking you to take your own counsel. You've been standing your ground, and it's telling you to stand your ground because it's your life, is what I'm getting, and you need to do you, and you need to get yourself where you're going to feel more fulfilled and happy. Some of that, what I was talking, this energy over here with these swords, that might be if you're acting in a way, like if you're acting out in a way, or others are acting out towards you because you're in that in-between place. Now, if that's you in your relationship, of course your partner is going to be starting to go, where are you? What are you? Are you here? Are you not here? You know what I mean? So this is all like kind of reactionary stuff going on, I'm feeling, in some of your like relationships, work, or personal. And so you need to focus on what's going on, and you need to decide where you really want to be, what you really want to do, and stand your ground and start to do it. That's what I see you doing here in July, moving forward. And like I said, you're going to start to take those steps. That Knight of Sword energy is going to hit you, and you're going to be determined to move forward on something and make those changes in order to feel better, more content, happier, and make more money, or at least feel more fulfilled in the work you're doing, and finding your purpose, finding something closer to what you feel is purposeful for you, more purposeful. That's what I'm getting. So see through those illusions, seeing through those illusions. I just got, for some of you, this is what happens to a lot of people. You know, you just get into some job or something, you just stay there forever because you're afraid. You're afraid with that Four of Cups or Pentacles and that Moon. It's just like this fear of not knowing what the future will hold if you make that change. But you have the Fool card and you have the Strength card, and you're, you know, so maybe that's what's in need, taking that leap of faith and finding your world here. You can't just hang out here in the middle of the worlds there with one foot in and one foot out. You know, you need to choose and move forward and not backward. Because as you see from that card, the backwards, you know, is in this gray, stormy darkness, you know, and moving forward is into the bright sunshine and the color and the, you know, more positive energy, where you'll be feeling more fulfilled and happy and content. So let me just see, there you have that. Three of Cups comes out for you. So that's that loving, fun, celebratory energy. That's where you're wanting to get to by making these changes. Also, like I said, with the ring here and this, that's your circle of people, you know. They're, for you, it looks like some of you have a nice space of support and friends who are family, whoever, who are supportive of you and will support you through this. And now you get the Hermit. So, you know, you need to go in, like I've said, and look and shine that light. Let that Hermit shine the light. See what's going on here. See what's going on with where you truly want to be, what will bring you happiness or more fulfillment in your life. You're definitely working towards making some changes here, moving into a brighter space where you'll be happier, more content, more fulfilled. There is a possible offering of love here from someone. For some of you, you might meet someone coming up here that's going to be part of that moving forward. That's not for all of you, that's for some of you. For the rest of you, I think that's more about loving yourself, being more loving in your relationship, or at least communicating to your partner what it is, you know, that you need to communicate to them, what it is that's making you feel like maybe you don't want to continue in the relationship. So like I said, some of you will be able to work that out and together move forward. And for some of you, that won't be the case. You'll have to choose, and you may need to move forward without that partner. And if it's not a romantic thing, it could also just be without that friend, that person who's you know, the energy's changed in the relationship, and perhaps you're feeling like it's no longer serving you, they're holding you back in some way. Could be more than one person, could be a group of people. And you're ready to move forward away from that, and you're growing and awakening and knowing your own truth and knowing where you want to be. And so July could be a month where you start to take that leap of faith, start to really decide where you want to go, who you want to be, what you want to do, and start taking steps in that direction. And that will bring you into that brighter, um, happier, more fulfilled space. So you're going to be moving on in some way in your life and making some big changes. And remember to love and have compassion for yourself through the process. Stand your ground. Don't let people talk you out of things that you know are good for you. And you know that's where you're being led, and that's where you feel the pull, and that's will be more fulfilling for you. So I'm going to leave it there with you, Sagittarius. Interesting reading. Making some changes, moving on, getting out from between the worlds and into a brighter day. More balanced, more loving, nurturing, and compassion for yourself and others. All right? So take care. Be blessed. Happy July. See you next time.